Let's try to see how far we can get through this. I think I have about an hour and change. They'll give us Luna decks to play. I was supposed to actually check out that option about checking the opponent's deck. Anyway, we see how this goes. Elemental Saber monsters have effects that allow their attributes to be changed in the graveyard. I know that while they're in the graveyard. Yeah. Yeah, dueling. Well, when you reach so far, it actually allows you to duel the AI. Depending on the attribute of the elemental saber monster set in the graveyard, elemental activates powerful effects to protect you and your monsters when summoned. In addition, place elemental lords self-effect to increase monster attack and defense up to the number. Okay, wow. Alright. That's one way to learn about new archetypes. Graveyard. Okay. Oh wow, that means I could go back to complete that portion of that. I wonder how much to unlock that. Good elemental series. Not 100% sure what you asking, Green, but this is the actual game. Everything cool? Already holding it on, so I guess I can add something else. Okay. Let's add him. Hold on, wait. What's this effect? You can send to other monsters special summon. Okay, that's all we need to know. Let's set this in defense, so now we're gonna end our turn. Oh, he's playing sabers as well. Alright, Mr. Fancy. Yep. The same one. Once per turn, you can summon an elemental lord from your hand to the graveyard. Target elemental, stable elemental. Lord monster in the graveyard, not it to your hand. Nope, don't need that effect. So activate this one. And wind. And lessen this guy because he's light. Yeah, but it's take way too long to conduct what you have to do. That's the only other issue. Let's see. So monster from either title paper monster okay. This one monster right now review of the turn. If this card is in the graveyard, that will have to be note. Okay. Water, light, wind, and earth. Okay, I could say. Duel. Oh, after going to activate his text and nope. AI is thinking. What the hell? Oh boy. That does not bode well for the opponent. Water, dark, wind, that's all they got for that. Okay. Of course. Two, three, four. Okay, let's make all water. 200 light orbs. Wow. Let's go to gold. Yeah, they did a really good job with the sound effects. Yeah. Cancel. Alright, as far as you get there. Alright, as you clear them all, you get more gates. Alright. Yes. So it was one right about. Yeah, unlock that for me. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Ah, crap, I'm supposed to confirm opponent's deck and see what that about. Okay. Oh, I still live in the deck? Alright. Those orbs you see there, dark, light, earth, water, fire, and wind, it looks like you have to earn those. Anywhere from about 200 to 300 of those to be able to do like additional duels. Oh, wow. What a horrible turn. Good. What could that be as face down? Let's go the conventional way. No. Forgot the defenses be equal to the. Alright, go ahead. Oh wow. Let's go with him first. Let's dump this. Where's our sign? Let's summon. Can't go wrong with him. Not done there. We need some sexiness. They have restoration. Let's see if we could add. Draw 2 more. And then can't go wrong with Storm Force. See if we can get another Monarch. No? Wow. They don't want to see me be great. Oh no, that's gonna banish them in the trap. Alright. Oh. Alright. Since that's how you won't play. Yeah. That's Banish, Restoration. That's cool. Graveyard, Banish our Pantheism. I have Stone Force already. Oh, you don't have no good selections. Wow. Oh no, I don't have that now. I'm sorry. We could always use that. And just in case you don't give it to me, we'll search it. So we got Hudahan. Of course. Get rid of her and get rid of Trap. Of course I'll be participating in the tournament. What kind of question it is? Let's do this first. We want Ether again. Then we're gonna chain his effect and then use her to chain block. No. Yep, you gotta spend money. I didn't spend over $60 this morning. And it still didn't get me that far. Nowhere, not even halfway. Select card to send to the graveyard. We go with the Searcher. And we go with Ava first. Select cards to return to deck. I want this Monarch that's on the field. Well, when you look at EDO Pro, EDO Pro won't be using YCS. This game actually will. They have intentions on making this a part of YCS now. So if you want to be a part of YCS and you don't have physical cards, this would be your next best option. Only 800 life points. We could end this without that. Ah, crap. Good luck. I really didn't mean to activate that. Because they intend to use this for YCS, you can guarantee that the game will continue to sell just because people want to be able to participate at a YCS or in a YCS. Due to the fact that you can't afford physical cards, this would be your next best option. And then you have a lot of really good duelists who can't afford the really good cards to be on that level, so they literally have to play what they have. So whether you decide to get the game or not, it's either you're gonna have to pay for physical cards, which I saw the price for I think that's Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in mint condition. I think it was like $3,000. I was like, wow. So yeah, whether you decide to get the game or not, it's going to sell. It really is, because you have too many good duelists out there who want to prove to all those other TCG players who think that they actually on that level. Not saying that they aren't, but that they shouldn't look down on these other players. They're gonna get the game so that they can be a part and actually show off how creative they can be when they deck build, their strategies, and just how much wins they can rack up without taking a loss. Okay, finish that. I don't think I got enough to go on the next road yet. Let's see. No, I haven't gotten any light. Let me see how many points I've accumulated. No, sorry, gems. Don't look like I got any mission parameters. Okay, no, I did. It was updating. What notification they gave me? Okay, don't need to know anything there. It says 13 missions, notifications on my missions. I haven't even gotten to that yet. Oh boy, that's gonna be tough. That really is gonna be. I'm clean on my rewards. Because the amount of time it looks like we have to spend grinding out for cards and them giving you 1,000,001 of the same card, you know. But as far as I've gotten with the requests, I'll upload all of those and then try to see if I can unlock every single card in this game at 3 so I can get the deck building on this. Then we can go from there. Alright, 3,000. Let's go spend some points. This game really does take its time in terms of loading before you could actually even move. Shop. Like I say, it's going to be a challenge deck building because you can't even sort the cards by alphabetical order. That's a tall task. Alright, secret packs. Yeah, I really was just waiting on my camera to live stream, but since the game actually dropped, to straighten the live stream. But I really want my camera so that you guys can see me as I live stream. But since the game dropped, hopefully I can get my camera. Hopefully I can get my camera by next month, the latest. Let's see now. I need a TG Hyper Librarian. I need one. Okay, if you that's the upside to buy in 10 packs. You are guaranteed at least one super rare, which, as you guys can see right there, the screen change. I'll show you guys when I come back out. Because if you get the single pack, there's no guarantee that you get a super rare or ultra rare. But if you get 10 packs, you're guaranteed at least one. What the hell is that? Shooting Star Dragon TGEX? Wow. Oh yeah, thanks buddy. When I rolled over, I saw the notification he was streaming, that he actually was streaming this game. Now, depending on the time zones, you know how that is. So if your time zone is earlier than mine, obviously you're gonna have the game before me. Alright. Let's go Hyper Librarian. I need one of you. I need at least one TG Hyper Librarian. The first deck that I am trying to assemble is a synchro based deck. So where's my TG Hyper Librarian? Nope, no soup. Let's try again. TGI for Librarian, where are you at? Oh, come on, buddy. I think you can fix the actual issue with a roamage with a couple of tech cards. So I wouldn't put them at tier 3. I would actually put them tier 2. Like literally. It's just you gotta bust out the synchro and get your hands on there. 2 traps. I think it's humid and blessed winds, and yeah, it's gonna annoy the hell out of your opponent. Greater polymerization? Wow! That's awesome. That is awesome. I need my Librarian though. Where is he? I only need one because you can only have one. Let's go Librarian. Last spot. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. And an ultra rare that. Yeah, I know I ran into the deck, so I already know once you get out the, I think it's a level 5 synchro, like, it gets really annoying from there. I've never actually used greater, this is the first time I'm actually going to see greater polymerization with my own 2 eyes. 1 tuna synchro monster, 1 non-tuna synchro monsters, 1 or more non-tuna synchro monsters. When a monster effect is activated that targets a monster or monsters you control, quick effect, you can banish 1 tuna from the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. You can only use each of the following effects of Shooting Star Dragon TGEX once per turn. Okay, so that quick effect can be used multiple times. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can negate that attack. And then during your opponent's turn, if this card is in your graveyard, you contribute 2 synchro monsters to special summon this card. Wow. Oh, wow. Alright, greater polymerization. What's your tax? Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using 3 or more monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, and if you do, it gains these effects. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Wow. Oh boy, wow. If this card attacks a defense, oh wow, inflict piercing battle damage. That's crazy. That's an excellent card for Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Just the generic Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Wow. That's powerful. That is powerful. Greater polymerization. I got the TG I wanted. I think I should have enough Chunk Synchrons. I know I have enough Doppel Warriors. I think I need the, what's it called again? The Chunk Speeder. Yeah, don't worry about that. Most decks fundamentally, once they usually go over 5 summons. That's why I told you my 2 hand traps of recommendation would always be Ash, because it's the most generic. Most decks, they're gonna have at least 1 add effect, and then Nibiru, because they are almost guaranteed to go over that, go up to that 5 summon limit, especially if you stun one of your opponent's effects. Oh, white. What else do I need? I think it's the Chunk Speeder. Let me make sure before I spend any points. No earthly idea. And we have less decks we can create. Link Evolution is 32. This one only gives you 20, so it really kind of hurts by 12 decks. And even 32 as a limit in Link Evolution, that wasn't enough for me. Like that was, I would have expected them to expand the number of decks you could have created to, I would say 50 to 64. if you have given players, because there are so many different archetypes, so many different variants that you can make, use, and let's say Blue Eyes, you can play Blue Eyes a plethora of different ways, at least 4 to 5 different ways you can play Blue Eyes. That's besides Dragon Link. So like if you use 5 slots just for your 5 different Blue Eyes decks, to say you want to do like fusion, yeah, if you want to do like fusion, ritual, just straight up pure Blue Eyes, whether you want to do like the draw synchro variant, or if you want to do like an Egyptian god card mixed with Blue Eyes, or a rank 8 version, that's 5 different ways you can play Blue Eyes right there, and that isn't incorporating Dragon Link yet. So if you use 5 of those slots for those 5 different variants of Blue Eyes, you basically only have 15 slots left, and there are a plethora of ways you can play other decks, at least 2 to 3 other ways. So like 20, I felt they could have expanded that. I felt that they gypped us in that area right there, because they should have made it where duelists can actually make multiple decks to their liking, their play style. So at least if they want to play a friendly match, like they can have friendly decks there that they can utilize, versus, all right, I have to build 20 competitive decks, or I can only build 17 competitive decks, and you may want to build more competitive decks and that are with different variants, different spicy tech cards that you may want to side in, and now you want to reserve, let's say, 3 slots just for some fun decks, because you know you're going to run into individuals who can't duel as well, or who isn't on that level, and you really don't want to take advantage of them, and you just may want to get a decent amount of practice type in with a certain archetype that's just, you know, let's say Summon Skull for a perfect example. Summon Skull right now isn't going to be meta. I can't see it being meta right now. Like, I would have to come across a crazy engine that could utilize all of their summoning methods to say, hey, Summon Skull, you can summon out the multiple different variants, plus get protection and negation on board to be able to disrupt your opponent, and then be like, all right, yeah, maybe Summon Skull has potential of being meta, and then, you know, they float. So like, and a deck like Summon Skull, you're gonna put inside the, you know, in the fun area, in the fun category, just for fun. You're not gonna use that competitively. What are we looking for? Oh, I also need to check to see if that Jet Synchron's still banned. I needed to check to see. If I have that junk speeder before I spend any more crystals, because these crystals aren't easy to come by. The loading time in this game is ridiculous. Link Evolution, you click and you're there. Alright, this is the annoying part right here. Like I said, you can't even go down to the back of J and then see if junk speed is there, but you can't even do that, and it doesn't even look like it shows you related cards. So that's another issue. Or else I could have gone on the junk archetype, and then it would have been right down the side instead of having to deeply search for it. Oh, okay. L3 is to show all in the game, and switch back to just all you have. Let's just go to all I have. No cards found in that criteria. Clear history. Card list. Bookmarks. Oh, the neat part about this is that you can actually bookmark cards, so that you don't have to like search for them. So bookmarking cards, well, there are so many cards that you're gonna bookmark, like it's still gonna be ridiculous. R1 and square for ultra rares. Card history, trunk, and I need to get to junk speed. Let's just text search that and go speeder. And this is one of the issues I have with search engines. Okay, I need one more speeder. I do. Let's see. I don't want that in the deck. Anyway, this is supposed to show me how. Okay, I wanted to actually bookmark that card. How the hell do I do that? How to obtain Let's bookmark that and let's go to how to obtain. Oh, scrap iron soldiers, and we just go to scrap iron soldiers. We need at least another speeder. Discard changes in return. So it's going to be very important as you try to obtain cards to actually build your first deck. Like I said, if you're going to go the synchro route, I assure you guys, you cannot go wrong with synchrons or resonators. So if you're going to build a synchro deck, the best are always synchrons or resonators. If you're going to build a fusion deck, it gets a bit iffy in there, but you would either go invoked or you're going to go heroes, either invoked or heroes. I'm going to tell you why invoked, because it gives you the ability to fuse with your opponent's graveyard. On top of that, everyone knows that Macabre is just an excellent negate. Plus the what's his name again, Invoker, being able to power up if any fusion you have on the field by 1,000, like, you can't go wrong with that. Alright, where is that? And then you want to go heroes because of Dark Law. Cut off access to the opponent's graveyard, and if they add a card, they go neg one from the hand. And then heroes just are excellent at the grind game, being consistent with their moves, being able to go off of a single card. Where? Hold on, I'm trying to find the pack. Okay, scrap iron soldiers. Being able to go off a single card, you can just like combo off of Stratos, Ferris, or what's the level 4 again? Vision. Oh wow, that's cool. No, I don't have a World Chalice deck as yet. There's still a couple of archetypes that I haven't played, but at the rate we going, I will get around to that, because at the current moment, we should not be receiving a new Yu-Gi-Oh title since this dropped, and it's gonna have so many consistent updates. You guys, we can look forward to a new Yu-Gi-Oh title within the next, depending on the mechanics they change it to incorporate it in the next, I would say, 5 years. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh 7 started with that Rush Duel, so I'll say in the next 4 years, then we might get a new Yu-Gi-Oh title. I would say about 4 years from now, we'd be looking at a new Yu-Gi-Oh title. But as of this moment, we can look forward to just this game for the next 4 years. What do you say, Mr. Roth? Need another junk speeder. Where is my junk speeder? Her. Nope. Let's go junk speeder. What? Synchro Transcend? Oh boy. What the hell that does? Junk speeder, where you at? Wow, no speeder? Feel like I got robbed. Oh wow. As you keep buying more packs, it gives you more packs to buy. Monster Overdrive and Life Finds a Way. No junk speeder. Wow. highway robbery. The amount of money you're going to spend to earn cards is going to be ridiculous. Let's see if we can get that ultra rare junk speeder. I got 3 ultra rares of the this guy who was on the park. I can't remember his name. Right? I don't even play him no more. Chunk Archer. That's his name. Need the ultra rare speeder. Alright, that should make me 3rd junk converter. Be good on that. Oh, come on, Speedo, where you at? Come on, junk Speedo, don't do this to me again. Lovely. Ultra rare hot red dragon archfiend king calamity. One more time. Oh, come on, man. Oh boy. See what I mean? Back to getting the card grind. Oh, Savage Crimson. Wow. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I didn't spend those 200 points on that. That's a good question, you know. I don't know. They just look shiny and they spinning inside the left hand corner. Like, I'm not gonna say no to anything shiny. Wow, Dimension Fusion Destruction. Oh boy. You get to see what that does. Banish from your hand, field, and or graveyard fusion material listed on. Oh. Ignoring its summoning conditions. Wow. You take no battle damage from attacks involving the monster special summoned by this effect. Wow. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's act. Wow. So if you have the what do you even call them? Uriah, Hamon, and Raviel on the field and you activate it, they can't even activate a card in response to negate it. I guess it's the upside to making sure that you actually summon them instead of versus dumping them straight into the graveyard. Alright, the Red Dragon Archfiend was necessary. Spark Dragon, go take a hike. King Synchro, cool card to have. Chain Resonator, that's a must. Like I said, Resonators, Synchrons, best 2 Synchro engines in the game. Hands down. Like I said, you guys would see by the time as I upload the Sun and Moon Dragon request. You'll be like, oh, Damn, you can actually do that? Okay, back to trying to earn these crystals. The load time in this game is really, like, I don't even know. And you can't even do nothing. I could have seen if you could have just, like, even hover over an option. Like, that would have been alright. Oh, before I do that, I need to check the Forbidden and Limited list for something. Oh, told me I cleared one of my mission parameters. Let me see if I can get a couple of more crystals off of that. Oh, this load time. Yeah, let me know how it is on PlayStation 5, please. This load time is ridiculous. Forbidden and Limited. Let's see. Let's check the list. Standard. Looking for Jet Synchron. Is that here? Jet Synchron. I am not seeing any Jet Synchron here. Don't tell me they went back and re-released the card. You guys, I do not see any Jet Synchron banned. So for those guys who are complaining about Jet Synchron being viable in Link Evolution, yeah, just a bunch of crybabies. Yeah, they visual wise and audio wise, they did an amazing job on this game. They really did. I see no Jet Synchron here. Let's go to the limited section. See if they have it limited. You know, if they ever break your shoe load at more than one, that's gonna wreak havoc in the game. I just happy that they gave us back Vanity's Emptiness as well as Brilliant Fusion. Jet Synchron, where you at? Where are you at? If they have that back at 3, what? SC semi-limited. List is very small. Very small. I see no Jet Synchron, which means the Jet Synchron is at 3. Jet Synchron is at 3. Alright. So all those people who've been crying in Link Evolution but Jet Synchron being banned, the up-to-date ban list does no longer have him banned. So stop goddamn crying. Yeah, Shimmy, handle your business. Handle your business. As much time as I can spare, just letting you guys know, I will be streaming this game for endless amounts of hours. As much time as I can spare. So if you hear me in the background and I'm snoring, that should tell you the dedication that I have to try to get these crystals so I can get all the cards unlocked in this game as quick as possible. Oh wow. How do you do that to use 3 ultra rares to craft 1 ultra rare? Because I did got 3 ultra rare. I think it's Chunk Archer. Oh yeah, only 2 malicious. No rest in peace on Ra. No rest in peace. As long as you can use 1 additional malicious, that's still a plus, because you just dump and you get a free level 6. So there's no rest in peace in that. Now the additional one, does it go again? Yeah, I can. That, you know, it hurts the heart a bit. It feels like you have gas, but you just drink some tea and you feel better. Harp Honor. Forbidden and Limited. I think Harp Honor. If I'm not mistaken, that should have been, sorry, limited. Where is it? That's what you wanted to see, right? You can banish this card because it's only at 1. You can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon an Orcus monster from your deck. Oh wow, I think this was banned in Link Evolution. Oh boy, because I would have been using this. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except dark monsters. You can only use this effect. Well, that's good enough just to be able to get a special summon from your deck. that raid there is powerful, especially for Orcus. Yep, it's at 1. It is at 1. They even unbonded this guy, the wind-up carrier, Zemit. I do have a hard time pronouncing some of these card names, but yeah. Yep, Arceus is going to see a lot of play. You can guarantee that. But this is the issue that I was telling you guys from when I was playing Link Evolution. That is going to be an issue inside this game. Moving forward, it's simply because if you take a look at the attributes of these cards, dark, Arceus, dark. When you look at heroes, a lot of the good heroes are dark attribute. Same thing with Predator plants. A lot of the fusions, they are dark. And with Super Poly being at 2, your opponent is going to have a field day with you. The good thing that a lot of players don't have to concern themselves with anymore is this card. Where is it? Where is it? I personally didn't mind that it got banned. I really wanted it to see play. But even though it's not going to see play right now, a lot of players are going to be happy that Mystic Mine is now banned. Ban. Because I was looking forward to incorporating in my deck builds now more oaths to floodgates, because you're going to have that, especially when your opponents decide inside this is going to be a really competitive game. So you have to expect floodgates to be sided in. You want to have your main deck oaths so that you don't have to side them in. If you play your main deck oaths, it makes you that much versatile and consistent without having the side out. So if your opponent sees, alright, yeah, this guy has numerous oaths to floodgates, even if I side them in, he's going to oath them anyway. So that makes about a third up to about a half of their side deck just completely and utterly useless. But Mystic Mine is banned, so you guys who had a tough time getting around Mystic Mine, who didn't incorporate oaths via spell and trap card effects, and really relied on your monster effects to try to do some negation, or like with Borreload Savage, it negates but doesn't destroy. So if someone drops a mine, yeah, you might have negated the activation effect, but it stays face up on the field, and during the end phase it just kicks in. The LP, I really would have preferred, in my opinion, that LP stayed unbanned and they kept the Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon banned, simply because Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon is going to get you is going to give you more lively options. I think LP is the banish effect, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. During your main phase, special summon dragon from your hand or deck. Okay, I see what they did. They didn't want you to get access from dragons from your deck. That's what they didn't want. But being able to bring something back from the graveyard or special summon from the hand is still just as good, especially if you play in Dragon Link. So it's not going to be that far off, because you could also use what's the level for? He just sends himself to get another dragon of that level or something like that. But anyway, I'm just upset that I didn't get to play the Dragoon. It's banned. By the time I actually get to certain cards, they're already banned. Same thing with Link Cross. It was out, it was played. By the time Dabna gets his hands on it, it's banned. Limits the amount of broken things I can do. But yeah, Norden, I really wish they unbanned him. Love that guy. What do I see that does not need to be banned? Alright, everything on this ban list should be banned. it would be a crying shame if they actually brought this card back at 3. If they brought this card back at 3, listen to me, a lot of people are gonna have a problem playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. You talking about the Dragoon, right? I don't feel Dragoon needed to be banned. Honestly, let me try to break it down to you guys so you guys can understand why certain cards should not be banned. People only look at cards being problematic is simply because their card choices during deck construction are poor. If you are deck building, not anticipating running into a Dragoon and you know it's being played, that's your fault. So if you can't get over it, if you can't out that Dragoon, get rid of it off the field, use it as a fusion material, use it as anything for any other mechanic, or however, to your advantage, that is on you. That isn't on the person playing the card. It's the same thing if someone plays Mystic Mind. If you deck build and you don't incorporate oaths via spell and trap cards, and you want to rely solely on monster effects, knowing the cards like Ruler No More, Forbidden Droplets exist, that is on you as a player because of your card choices during deck construction. That is on you, not anyone else. You shouldn't be crying if someone drops a Mystic Mind or someone drops a Dragoon. That is on you as a player to make up for those lapses during your deck construction. So stop crying. You take Kaiju, you can take a Santa Claus, a Volcanic Queen, what else that just tributes him straight off the field. Just give it to your opponent. Dragoon dies. It doesn't even have a backup effect when it's sent to the graveyard. So you can use one card and out it. It's not an issue. Now, it would have been troublesome if it said that it couldn't be tributed or something like that. Then you'd argue the point that, all right, yeah, this is a card that needs to be banned. No, Dragoon did not need to be banned simply because you can out the card with one card. You could even you should be able to super poly this card. I see nothing restricting it. Only thing, it can't be destroyed by card effects, right? Its effect cannot respond to super poly, meaning that you play a dark monster on the field, or if your opponent has him and another dark monster, you can make either Starving Venom or the other Predator Plant. Use them to your advantage. That's what the cards are in the game for. If you fail to appropriately deck build, that is on you if a card becomes troublesome. It's like making a deck with 40 normal monsters, no spell and trap card support. But the moment my opponent drops a monster that cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, I won't cry. Come on, that's ridiculous. It's the same thing for a lot of cards that people cry and complain about. Like, owning those cards aren't hard. It's just that either the deck you're playing cannot handle that card, or your card choices when you are actually building, you didn't incorporate oaths for that. When you duel, I always recommend, if you know that the meta is going to be spamming certain cards like Rainbow Neos, before Dragoon got banned, what's another card that players you were guaranteed to see players play? What's the archetype? Quillies. When Quillies were a thing, you got Towers. I think Towers is back still. Incorporate your oaths to take care of these cards. Either prevent them from being summoned or being played, or when they do make their way to the field, you have an oath to it. I always say prevention is the best cure. Reason being is, if you don't have to deal with it, if you can oath the threat or prevent the threat from even coming to the field, you don't even need an oath for it then. But if you can't, incorporate an oath so that you can oath the card off the board using little to no resources. Evenly matched, Lightning Storm, Ruler No More, Forbidden Droplets. Yes. The thing is, with the Avramax, comboing it with the Update Jammer and Masquerena is nasty, because Masquerena is gonna make sure that it can't be destroyed by card effects. It already can't be targeted, and Update Jammer is going to give it 2 attacks during the battle phase, which is nasty because he just powers up off of a special summon monster's attack. So that's ridiculous. And if you have him linked to a monster that says he can't be destroyed by battle on top of that, that's just nasty. Yeah, Verte is at 1. Verte is at 1. Where is he? Verte, yeah, he is at 1. I mean, 1 is still good. I mean, me personally, I guess 1 is fine. I honestly don't see a need to play 2 Vertes in any deck. I don't see a need for it. You just want to utilize your Vertes, and Verte is very costly. Verte can actually cost you a duel because paying 2,000 life points is no cheap amount of life points. 2,000 life points reduces your life points to 6,000. If Verte gets impermed or effect veiled and your opponent can go off, it makes it easier for them to OTK you. So Verte, like I said, being at 1 is not, I didn't feel a need for it to go to 1, but like I said, you know, Konami rules, we just abide by them. No, Terratop is not banned, it should be limited. See there, Terratop at 1. Terratop at 1. Calamity at 1. King of all calamities is at 1. Yep, they hit those two. No. Here is why Ultimate Offering should not be unlimited, and it's because of those gadgets. You being able to go off of Ultimate, let's say you combo, there's a continuous spell card called Temple of the Kings. If you slap Temple of the Kings, it gets you your Ultimate Offering first turn. If you're playing gadgets, you're gonna do almost an unlimited amount of link summoning straight into Saryuja, draw 4 cards, probably send the Saryuja back and do it again, draw 4 cards, play pot, put your gadgets back in your deck. All the while, you can play cards to recover your life points, such as Red Resonator or any monsters along that line by targeting your strongest set of monsters, special summon into the field, because if you play Saryuja, you get your Red Resonator, you use Saryuja's effect to special summon Red Resonator, you can target the Saryuja, get 2,800 back, potentially bounce the Saryuja back and continue on with your gadgets. So like it's gonna be, it would create a real issue if they did do that. Yeah, Harpy's Feather Duster is at 1. Galatea is at 1 now. Why? I don't know. I don't make the rules. I only abide by them. Double Iris, it's at 1. But yeah, Ultimate Offering, I don't agree with that ever coming off the ban list because of that. If they do give you Ultimate Offering, then they would need to take away the Temple of the Kings. They would need to take that away. The ability to access that trap card going first means your opponent is going to have to deal with some really crazy shenanigans that they shouldn't have to. It should upside deck. It really should. Well, I haven't done that, nothing much in terms of deck construction. But if it doesn't upside deck, there is no way that this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is supposed to upside deck. Yes, our usual is still at 1. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is supposed to upside deck built in to incorporate. This game looks like it keeps an accurate track record of your wins and losses as well. Oh, Moxie. Oh, wait. I need to go back to look at that. I need to see how much Moxie is at. Because if Moxie is back to 3, oh, yeah. That's what the game actually needed. Because, like I said in Link Evolution, these decks that extend so much, if you don't have a card to put brakes on them, because if you're utilizing Moxie with cards like Nibiru, Ash, DD Crow, Vela, Ghost Bell, stuff like that. If you go Moxie and your opponent decides to continue to special summon, you're gonna throw into your hand traps and you're gonna shut that board down eventually. Impermanence, stuff like that. Let's see again. Moxie. Let's see. Do we see any Moxie? Any Moxie. I really wish we got monkey board back though. I really love the monkey board Joker. Moxie is no longer banned. Let's see if it's limited. I didn't recall seeing Moxie here either, if I'm not mistaken. Just double checking. I don't see any Moxie here. I don't, meaning that you should have, let's see if Moxie is here. You can have 3 Moxies. I don't see Moxie. And that is what the game needed to slow the opponents down. Like, it's needed. It's a must. It's really gonna be the player who Moxies first is gonna be like, alright, Moxie. And then if your opponent thinks that they actually can win the duel, once you're playing anywhere from, like I said, when as the meta progresses, you're gonna need to play at least 10 or more hand traps to be viable in the game. So if you go Moxie, you stand an excellent chance at drawing into your hand traps as your opponent decides to continue to combo off. Yes, Engage is back at 2 now, so Sky Strikers, they're gonna be saying some things. Are going to be happy. Now, my recommended hand traps of choices, you're going to start off with 3 Moxie because you cannot go wrong. Your opponent is almost absolutely positively 99.9999991% of the time going to special summon multiple times in a single turn. Having additional hand traps alongside your Moxie, I also recommend Nibiru because your opponent is going to go at least 5 summons if they're playing a combo based deck. Ash Blossom because you do want to shut down those different pots that tell your opponent go +2, and you also want to go Impermanence over Veiler. You can also incorporate Veiler just for additional monster effect negations, but Imperm over Veiler simply because Imperm can be activated during both you and your opponent's turn. So if you don't open with it and you draw it, you can then activate it immediately if you need to turn something off that's restricting you from like special summoning or another effect, a bait on an effect, like go to go like Imperm and then go another card effect if they try to negate the Imperm, like a quick play. What's it? Yeah, Impermanence over Veiler because Veiler can get Called by the Grave. I think Called by the Grave is at 2. Called by the Grave should be at 2, so Veiler can get Called by the Grave, and you don't want your negations or disruptions to get negated, so Imperm over Veiler. But you can incorporate it, so it would give you 6 chances to negate monster effects on your opponent's side of the field. You just utilize your Veilers during the opponent's turn and keep your Imperm for either or turns. Exactly, this is what I'm saying. If you incorporate kaijus into your deck builds or into your side decks, cards like that aren't going to be an issue to out on the board. Even if you go Sphere Mode or Lava Golem, like they aren't going to be an issue. Let's see now. Need to earn more crystals. Let's get back to this. And it looks like the more card packs you buy, the more open up. So it's like, alright, you start and you really want to open up your options as much as possible. Okay, cleared. Ruin Demise. As soon as I get all the cards I need, I am going to attempt to put together that synchro deck, and it's gonna have a whole lot of shenanigans. And it would actually be easier to play to get through these little scenario story campaign thingies. Oh yeah, also Skullmeister. That's the only thing I don't like about Skullmeister is it can only negate the effect that activates in the grave. That's the only thing I don't like about him, because if you play Monster Reborn, you're going to get access to whatever monster that's targeted in the grave. Like if your opponent plays it, if your opponent was to play it and you have Ghost Spell, you can use the Ghost Spell to shut it off. Looks like I have about another 13 minutes. And then I would have to get back to you guys. I have a couple errands to run, and then I'll be back to stream some more. I think for the story mode, they should have encompassed or incorporated a simulation of what it would have been like to duel as Yugi through the entire Yu-Gi-Oh series, as well as in the different archetypes, not archetypes, but different Yu-Gi-Oh throughout the year, such as GX, Excel, Arc V, Vrains, 7, and incorporated that in the game so that the people who are newer to Yu-Gi-Oh, who hadn't watched the anime, can actually have a better understanding of the anime and what actually happened. Like, I felt that should have been the way to go. To me, this just feels like a backstory of how these cards actually clashed. Like how with the Ruin and Demise is like, alright, go play a Ruin and Demise deck. This is what happened. Dark versus Light. Same thing they did with the Elemental Sabers. Like, they were like, alright, if one Elemental Saber or Elemental Lord got out of hand, the next one would get stronger to create a balance or whatever. Like, I didn't need to know all that. I just want the card so I can build decks. Because it really isn't really that Yu-Gi-Oh related or of any relevant importance in terms of playing the game. Not yet. Everything about PS5 says sold out, and by the time as I can actually acquire a PlayStation 5, the cost would run me into about almost $1,500 for a PlayStation 5. Kid you not. I'm like, wow, I might have to actually wait a couple of years for it to drop. I know what she does. You don't gotta tell me all of that. Come on, man. Wow. That means I need to draw. My next top deck should be the level 8 Oblivion. See that? Not Oblivion, Demise, sorry. Pays 2,000 so you can clear the swords off the field. Come on, tutorial. This ain't rocket science. Obviously, if you play swords and she can't order, the next card you're going to give me is going to have an effect to do so. All day. I don't even know why people play swords. Like, unless you can take swords and spin it back to your hand to play it again, it makes no... It, like, trying to live off of swords is garbage. It's just straight up garbage. There are so many cards that are better than swords that can be played, that can give you an additional turn and a +1. Battle. Like, I feel this game should have been voice intuitive. Like, if I'm playing a tutorial and I can call the next card that you're going to give me and what the next action is going to encompass, I feel I should get bonus points for that. Okay, I can't play my deck. Oh, okay. I haven't built anything. Power of Dragon wasn't too bad. I wonder how it actually felt, but it was playing Oblivion. No, I think I'm just gonna play the Loner deck. I'm gonna play the Loner deck until I can finish acquiring all the cards I need to build that Synchro deck, and then you guys are gonna be like, oh crap, here we go again. I kid you not, the only two cards you're really ever going to need in terms of Synchrons is Chunk Synchron and Doppel Warrior. Literally. Alright, this is the guy. King of Armageddon. Right, we're going to do the common sense thing. We're going to just add here. Oh, can do that. If this guy's ritual summon, destroy one face of monster in the field, this guy's sent to the graveyard. You can target one ritual monster you control. Okay, so what she does, if this card is ritual summon, it can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Target one ritual monster. Oh, we got just tiny beat sticks. Let's get a level 10. See what she does. Pre-prep. Let's get, we have End of the World. Let's get Cycle. And also let's get him, because we may need some field clearance. What does this do? Reveal one ritual monster in your hand. The equipped monster becomes the reveal monster's level, and oh, if this card is sent to the graveyard because the equipped monster is tributed, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Wow, that's powerful. That really is. Alright, what's his effect? While this ritual summon card is on the field, your ritual monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. If all monsters used to ritual summon this card were ritual monsters, you do not pay life points to activate this. Wow. Oh wow, that is nasty. Alright, we're just gonna end our turn with that and see what our opponent does. Alright, see why you need field clearance. Let's draw. Oh, wow. 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 So, I didn't ask for out of the cards, but they decided to give it to me anyway. I'm retiring from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! This isn't making any sense no more. When you don't even have to try, it doesn't make sense. Okay, we're going to confirm that. No. Activate its effect. We're going to select 8. Alright. So I'm going to go End of the World. Get him, tribute him. Yep, activate the effect. We're gonna pop that. Oh, how does cycle work? You must also tribute monsters from your field. Okay, it has to be from the field. Okay. But we want to make sure that we utilize ritual monsters in that aspect. I guess I should have summoned up first and then summon him, but then we don't really want him to get destroyed. Sanyin! Death Wish. Renewal of the Worlds. What does this do? When this card is activated, banish one ritual monster from your deck. You can send Discard to the graveyard to activate one of these effects. Tribute one monster from your hand or field, or shuffle one restore monster from your graveyard into the deck whose level equals or exceeds the level of the monster banished by this. Then ritual summon that monster. Oh, add the monster banished by this card's effect to the hand. All right. Alright. Let's do this. Battle. New phase 2. A set renewal. We would anticipate that he can ritual summon now. Yes, we do want to banish. Let's go. Wow, 28? Just gonna banish her then. Oh no, he's coming to do some destruction. Let's go with that. Ritual, summon him. He's gonna pay his 2 grand. Yep, expected. Free prep. Alright. Looking good. Oh, okay, I needed that to stay face up. Alright, guess can't use that effect. Let's go with End of the World. And we're gonna go Demise. Nope. What's her effect? Okay, that's cool. Can I be described with card effects? I summon her. Battle. Alright, I ain't bad at all. Earned some decent cards there. Oh, this dramatic story background. Yeah. You're killing me with the boredom. Alright, Konami. The only thing we really care about, getting cards. Excellent. Alright, so as you continue to progress, you will get new card packs. How much points do I have? That's it? I don't want to go there. Alright, mission parameters. Let's see what we got. Hey Blackjack, what's going on? Get 400 more of those. You mean obtain cards? Let's see. After the shop, because it's the only way to actually get anything decent. Wow, this is tragic. Oh, I have no idea. I haven't gotten that far. I only turned it on and winging it from there. Uh, hmm. Wow. So many things to choose from. What card did I actually need? I think I still need... No, I got the Liberian. I think I needed another speeder. Wait, let me double check on that. I kid you not. The load times for this is ridiculous. Okay, it gives you the deck. Once you earn it, it actually gives you the deck. Edit deck. Just need to check. This searching for cards thing is gonna be annoying. What the crap? Now this is actually cool. I want you guys pay attention when I type in my text search. I'm gonna show you something. You notice it has Subterra up there, right? This was actually the input that I use to do the Subterra deck from the Link Evolution, and it seemed to actually have carried over on this. Either that or the searcher on this is just really good. But one of my last searches in Link Evolution was actually Subterra, which would actually be cool if it actually pops up. Okay, I do need another ultra rare speeder. Same thing. It hasn't changed. It doesn't change as far as I know. Wow, I only have 500. I'll need to earn more crystals. But my time is up, guys. I'll be back streaming in another few hours. So yeah, about 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, somewhere up in there. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time at that. So until then, later.